Do you ever wonder why you remember something so specific from a decade ago, but struggle to remember the name of the person you were just introduced to? Memories are a system used to recall and store information to be saved for later use. Memories are a more complex system than we think. There are so many components that all work together to be able to create a memory. We're talking about how memories are created, the different types of memories, and how memories are stored and retrieved when you need them most. So let's break it down from there. The first process is encoding. The Science Desk writes in a 2025 article how the brain stores and retrieves memories, that neurons activate and reactivate to send signals to create memories. These signals can be something like sight, sound, smell, or something that triggers a signal. Synaptic plasticity is the ability of the neurons to adapt to different changes. Experiences and events can alter the connections of the neurons. So each part of the brain has their own special part in creating the memory. So they all have to be connected and working together at the same time. So each part has their role, like the hippocampus and the amygdala, they have their own important roles that they need to work together to be able to create the memory. So now let's talk about the different types of memories. Harvard Health Publishing contributing editor Malika Marshall in 2022 writes about how short-term memories are memories that are only temporarily needed. There's limited space, and anything that's not necessary is discarded after a while. So anything that's not relevant or you no longer need is usually discarded pretty quickly. The Cleveland Clinic, in a 2024 article, Memory, What It Is and How It Works, writes about how long-term memories store information more permanently. There's different types called explicit memories that are like facts and knowledge and things that you do consciously and you know what you're doing. Implicit memories are more like skills and habits that you do without even thinking, unconsciously. Long-term memories have lots of space for storage, and you can save a lot of important events. And which leads us to our final point about storage. Memories aren't stored in just one location in the brain. Many parts work together and all send signals to each other and all work together to be able to create a memory. The hippocampus stores memories and events and experiences. The Queensland Brain Institute in 2016, in an article called Where Are Memories Stored, writes about how during sleep is the most important time for memories to be saved. During this time, memories are able to be processed and sorted through, and the most important ones are turned into long-term memories. The hippocampus is also where the signals from the neurons are sent. So as soon as you see something or smell something that may trigger a memory, they're sent through the hippocampus and the process starts there. Christina Alberini in the Center for Neuroscience writes in a 2014 article from the National Library of Medicine how system consolidation is an important step in the memory creation process. System consolidation is the stabilization of the memory. So when the signal is first sent, it's very fragile and not much can be done with it. So it needs to be stable in order to move along in the process to be saved. Frontal lobes are also important in the retrieval of the memories. Every time you remember something, it's going to be slightly different than the last time because each piece has to be pieced together and reconstructed in order to reconstruct the memory. So now let's wrap up everything we've covered. Memories are first initiated and signals are sent throughout the brain. They are then sorted to either be short-term or long-term memories based on where they're needed. They are stored to be able to be retrieved for when you need them most. Memories are used to store the information we'll eventually find useful. It all works together for the information to hopefully be recalled just when you need it the most.